I used to make fun of the term person of color, and I would say, if someone would say they're a person of color or you're a person of color, I would say, yeah, I am a colored person, or they are a colored person. I used to make fun of it like that. But after doing some thinking, I've realized that I actually appreciate the way that they shifted from colored person to person of color. Why? Because the term colored person seems to imply that it used to be something else, and then it was colored, and then it was turned. For example, a sheet of linen would be dunked in dye and colored. It was originally white, and now it's become colored. So a colored person was originally something else, normal, maybe, and then turned colored. Whereas a person of color seems to show that they were originally of color. They've always been in color. They weren't adjusted to become colorful. They were always colored. For example, my whole life have been Indian, ethnically. I was never white and then turned colored, or turned brown. I was always just brown. So I appreciate what that phrase means now. But that is, if you say colored person, they were originally something else, then they were colored. And if you say person of color, then they've always been that color. So I appreciate that. But I do have my criticisms of the term person of color, because that seems to imply a difference between white people and everyone else. Do we have a term for non-Africans? That was special term? Do we have a special term for non-Chinese people, or non-Indian people, or non-Aboriginal people, or non-Native Americans? I don't think we do. Or if we do, it's very esoteric or little known. I don't know if I'm using that word right. But yeah, I don't like that phrase, because it seems to imply white people and everyone else. And this is racist. This is, and if we stop having that word in our vocabulary, I think it would do a lot of good. I think the term person of color should be abolished. I think the only reason that we have terms like this is because of the legacy from a more racist time. And just in the same way that a contrarian who completely goes against everything the society goes for is still suckled to that society and still remains attached to the culture of that society instead of having their own unique thoughts. In that same way, if we keep using this term just to avoid the racism of days past, we're still being racist, because we're still putting our moral system and ourselves on racism. So we're still affixing ourselves to racism. And I feel like that's a bad thing, and I don't think we should say person of color. We should say white person, Indian person. We should either divide completely by ethnic groups or not divide by ethnic groups at all. They're really the same thing.